everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today I'm going to be putting in my signatures into this new junk journal cover. Quick reminder, March Madness special, 50% off all Digikits. Here is the link to my Etsy shop. Also, here's a link to all my links in case anybody needs to see that, but all the links are in the description box down below, and that's for the computer file printable downloads. Okay, let's jump in. So we did make some, this is the cover, and the next question will be how many signatures to put in. And I'm thinking maybe 2. This particular cover is approximately 9 by 6, and it's made from an envelope, a mailing envelope on the inside. And so I do have a central spine denoted by folding in half. And what I can do is I can make the spine a little bit bigger, which I might do. And let me attempt to do that. Let me just kind of note what are these. I made a bunch of pages yesterday. I just wanted to check their size. 11 by 8.5. So that's kind of your traditional, 8.5 by 11 size paper. So just see how this fits in here already. Now this happens to be a perfect fit because it's a 9 by 6 journal, which makes trimming almost non-existent, which is really nice, but you're never stuck by that. You can always trim it, and there's easy ways to trim and stuff like that. But I think what I might do is take a ruler and just make the spine a little smidgeroony fatter, not much. Okay, let me see if I can mark the central line better with something. I know it's a little hard for you to see. Here it is. No, well, there it is. Okay, so I don't know if I can mark it better than that, but I'm going to maybe take just like 1/8 of an inch on one side, 1/8 of an inch on the other side, and turn this over and maybe just fold it. See if I can do that. If I can do that, great. If not, then great. We'll work around it. Okay, let's see here. About 1/8 of an inch, top and bottom. Using my craft mat to square up everything. There's the fold. 1/8 of an inch over. Okay. This is working. It's a little stiff. I'm going to use my bone folder to try and get a little fold. Did I get a little fold in there? A little bit. I got a little bit of one. I'll take it. I'm going to do the same thing on this side to just make it a little bit wider so my signatures will lay flush together. Okay. Straighten it up. Yeah, everybody looks flush-a-roonies. Just cut that in there. Put this here. Bone folder. Just give myself a little extra. Not much. I did get a little bit. Yeah, there is some widening of the spine doing that technique. So as you can see, it's a little bit more square as opposed to just a flat fold, which allows me to put some holes there. And I think I'm going to put them. Let me make some marks. Hopefully this let's get some juice in it. And I'm going to go down about 1 inch. And I'm doing this by feel mostly. About one there, halfway down. And you can measure these exactly if you want. You can use templates and stuff like that, which is probably a good idea in this case, but oh well, we're just going bold. We're going bold. Okay. Then I'm going to get my crocodile, big bite, to punch the holes. And I'm going to use the 1/8. This is the small, you see that? The small hole punch as opposed to the 3/16 big hole punch. Okay. So we're doing the 1/8. Yes. All right, I'm going to go right over those dots. Punch the holes. You just use the lever. Put the dot right under the puncher. And punch. That's what you do. You just punch it. punch. And hope you're having a dandy day and all is well with you. All is good at this end. All right. All right, there we go. All right, now let's get some thread. Okay. Got some thread here. I'm going to take, I've got 2 signatures, so I'm going to use 2 strings. 1, 2, 3. I go 3 times the height of the journal, and that should give you plenty of string. And then 1, 2, and I'm using waxed thread, but you can also use strong embroidery floss. If you use vintage, make sure you tug on it to make sure it's not going to disintegrate on you, because there's nothing sadder than a junk journaler's face when their journal pops apart. So don't let that happen. And now we got our strings. I'm getting a big fat yarning or darn needle, and I'm going to put this stuff over here now. I'm going to take this and put it over here. Now remember which end is up. Okay, so this little piece is down there. So this means this is my inside back cover. Okay. All right, put that over there. You can put a mark on it too if you want, like it's a little tiny mark, pencil mark, whatever you like. And now I'm just going to assemble some. These are so pretty. I just love these pages. I mean, they're soft, they're delicate, they're just dandy. Yeah, I know. So I do have a bunch of pre-stenciled pages. Then I have a bunch of blank ones. Oh, here's some more pre-stenciled pages. It's a stencil. I do have some printouts of some stamps. Did these are kind of cool. Okay, not that one, but these 2 are cool. Here's another one of these. And then I've just got some random papers that I have left over, and apparently Pam does need to make some. Oh, let me go back over here. I'm going deep. I'm going deep. Okay, what have I got? I'm looking to see what I have Oh yeah, here's more. Here's a lot more. There's a whole bunch more stenciled ones. I guess I was going to town. Oh, these are pretty. I need to use these. So yeah, you can just have so much fun prettifying pages. Just regular blank copy paper pages for your junk journals. Oh, I found a whole bunch of stuff here I didn't know was there. Oh, look at that. Warm. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know I did any of this. Okay, so we will put all this aside. Yes. Huh. That's the no graphic art stuff. Okay, so it's kind of fun to go through your stuff to see what you did. Apparently, we did stuff together. This is kind of a cool page. This was just a rubber stamp with stickles on it. Having fun with the papers. Okay, entirely too much fun. All right. So we're going to have 2 signatures, so we need to come up with 24 pages. And maybe I'll use one of these because that's pretty. That is pretty. And then we'll just intermingle. Okay, so. And put a couple of those down. Just go for something different here. Put some of these pre-stencils. That's 2, 3. And you can put them forward or backwards. Doesn't matter. 3. Some coffee dye. Oh, very coffee dye. Now, I don't mind if there's a little tear or crunch or pop in it. I think it gives it nostalgia. If you don't like that, you can cover that up with washi tape. That's okay. 4. And you can do some blank ones in the middle of all the, or just different colored ones, whatever you have. 5. And they don't all have to match. They can be different from each other. Totally up to you. 6. A couple more of these. 7. Just use some plain ones at the moment. Where did I think I had plain ones? Okay. 8. Pretty. 9, 9. This is the forward and the backward. Like when you squeeze them together, you got the positive and the negative printing when you were stenciling. I lost count. Was that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plain. Here we go. 10. 10. Okay. 11. 11. Okay, so wait, this will be the big finale, so we want to put something cool on the inside. Maybe I want to put this on the inside. That's kind of cool. It's a pretty one. They're all pretty. Okay, we'll put these maybe on the inside. We'll get some other ones. And then we will be at 12, and 12 is a good number. 10 to 12 regular weight, copy weight paper is a good number to use if you're trying to, but it does depend on the thickness of your papers. So if you use thicker papers, you probably want to use fewer pages. That's the 10 in the 10 to 12 range is what I do, but everybody does it a little differently. So watch each other's videos and see what you think. Okay, I think I want this one to show almost as a paper, like that'll be what they will see. Okay, so I'm arranging that, tapping, gathering, approximating the edges, bringing the edges together, attempting to do my best fold of evenness. Never happens. Okay, there we go. Using the old bone folder, best tool ever for a junk journaler. Gives you those nice crisp edges. That's one. Same thing here. This is going to be the middle page. And then this one I'm going to turn around so you can see that when they approach that signature in the junk journal. There is junk journal approachment of signatures. It happens. They come across them. Individual little booklets inside your junk journals are called signatures. There's a cockeyed one here. Let me address this. This happens sometimes. Watch for the cockeyed ones. Go back and readjust them. Tap, tap, tap. Tapping is your friend. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Everybody get tapped down. I'm just showing you this. See, there's like, this guy's not, he's like hanging out. All right, so we go back in and we readjust. He's not sitting nicely. We just readjust him. We put him in the place he needs to be. And we go back to our tap, tap, tap. And we re-tap. Taking that extra second just to make sure that they're all in the right location is good, but don't worry. If one did get cockeyed, you can kind of work that into your design so it is not a fatal flaw in the land of junk journals. So I'm working on telling you everything I can think of in the world of signature placement as we do this, because sometimes just hearing one little tip will get you past the tough part. Now, which one to use as the front? Where's the... Okay, here's the cover. So when they open it, I think this one would show nicely when they open. That's very nice, yes. And I might do more to these covers because maybe I want this a little bit thicker. It's fine as is, like as just a little notebook. It doesn't really need any more than that. The cover is stiff enough to handle writing on it, so I am happy with that. But we'll see as we go. Sometimes we just don't know. Okay, so now we're gonna tap, tap, tap. This is the top of my journal. I'm gonna line up these two spines, and you can, maybe I will flip these all together. So we do not have a case of runaround. We do not like runaround. A couple of bulldog clips can be your friend. They just hold everything together. You can also use paper clips. Now, where I put these will be where they lie in the journal. Okay, let me straighten that out. That wasn't straight. Okay. And now what I'm doing is I'm looking here and I'm looking here to see that it's equally placed in the middle of this journal. Okay, so now, okay, this is for this purple. I'm going to line up with the dots I placed, the holes, and make a mark here, mark here. This is going to tell me where to punch my signatures so that they will all line up nice and straight and will minimize wonkiness of signature placement. Okay, now, maybe you want to put a little dot so you remember which the top is. Top front. Top front is always your friend. You can do it in pencil so you can erase it after if you want. Okay, so now I can move this. This already has the holes. I'm going to work with this now. This is my front one. And I'm going to open it, find the center. There's the center with that page. Okay. So I'm going to fold it back upon itself. Okay. And you can clamp this too to give you more sense of security. That's okay. If it feels good, clamp it. All right. And then I'm going to look for the 3 dots that are in a different color. And I don't know if you can see them, but there's one here, and one here, and I can easily see them. And I'm going to punch it from the back by folding it this way. I'm going to slide that into the Crocodile 2 Big Butt and just punch right over those dots. Yep, 1. And that's why we like the Big Bite, because it allows you to get that middle punch in your journal, which is sometimes a little tricky. You can use a darning needle or a paper clip or a hammer and a nail or something like that. If you have something you can hammer into on the other side, that will also work. But this is just so darn easy. I'm not going to fight it. Okay. Every once in a while, a good tool is worth the investment. And I think that Crocodile 2 Big Bite is a good one. Not sponsored, just like the tool. Okay. All right. Clamperoonies. Here we go. And then here we go. Puncheroonies. We can get 2 punches in the Big Bite. And then the last one, we'll just turn around and do the top. Okay, so there we go. So this is number 2. This is number 1. So bring in the, where are we? Yeah, bring in the cover and look to see where on earth you placed, here they are, the strings and the needle. Pull those out. We're going to need them now. So we're going to take 1 string and we're going to thread it. And here we go. We got this big eye needle that, you know, you could drive a truck through. So we're going to use that. It's easy. And then we're going to take this one, and we're remembering that this is the outside. So we're going to fold it back upon itself. And the clamp should have helped with any migration. If you find you have migration, just go back and refold your fold. Okay. Double check everybody is aligned, because sometimes they migrate a little. It's okay. It happens. But you want to see if your holes are generally where you place them. So that's what you're going to be aiming for. Okay. Recreasing. Placing. Now, the first one, oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. This was going to be the one that showed. So this was going to be the front one. So that's going to go in the front holes, but I'm going to do that second. Because I don't know why, but we always work from back to front because it seems easier. So put this one over here. Bring this guy into the limelight. Readjust him. Make sure his holes are where they need to be. Okay, refolding. All is well. I have my needle. I'm going to look for my center. Now, this never hurts. Where's my fingers? Oh, there go the scissors. Do that. That always, like, gets them all together. It's a good thing. Go in the middle hole. First, 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Go in the back or the farthest hole to the right in the middle. Go through. Go to the back top one. Sometimes they're a little hard to see when you do a fabric one because the fabric bunches up, but you'll figure it out. It's there. Just trust if you made the hole, it's there. Just you'll find it. And sometimes they come apart a little bit and you gotta kind of nurse them through. There you go. And then you're through. Pull, leave a tail. So middle, top, bottom, and then middle again. Middle, top, bottom, middle. Okay. Did I go through the right hole? I don't think so. I have a funny feeling I'm in the wrong hole. I was in the wrong hole. Make sure you're in the right hole. All right. Now, go through the middle, back, the middle right one. There, don't. Try not to splice the thread that was there. In other words, don't sew through that one. And then just align. Make sure everybody is where they should be. And then this I call the bridge. These I call your wings. Pull them so that they're underneath the bridge. One wing on the right, one wing on the left, underneath the bridge. Pull it snug but not tearing. And then tie left over right, then right over left, and that should give you a nice secure knot. But if you're unsure or you forgot, which I often do, I do a third one just for extra security purposes, and then pull that down. And then everybody looks pretty good. We're going to align the paper, or train the paper, give it a hand fold first, and then give it a nice crease-a-rooney. This is a crease-a-rooney with the bone folder. And we have completed the first signature placement. And I know I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm going to say the signature placement, which causes probably the most grief with, or stress or frustration with junk journal makers, especially new junk journal makers. Once you get a system down and you're happy with it, you're going to find it's really not that bad. And but you may, I suggest trying different systems, like watch how different people do it and find what makes you happy and a way you like to do it. Because there's really no wrong way to do it. There's just different ways. And I like to use the 3-hole pamphlet stitch a lot. Brings me great joy and little frustration. And I am really good with that. And it also, you can do it with big and small junk journals. It seems to be strong enough to handle both if you've got a strong string. So through the middle, through the top. Now we're working through the left set of holes, or the front set of holes this time. Being mindful to go through the correct hole. Okay. And going through the front one. Pulling, making sure you don't get caught here. Sometimes this gets caught on the edge, be mindful of that. And then go through the front hole here. You could also have placed eyelets there, which would look cute, but sometimes they're a little close together if the holes are close together. So also be mindful of that. All right. Oh, way off. Okay. Okie dokie. There. Sometimes they run away on you a little bit. Okay, I think, did I thread myself? No, I'm okay. All right, so I'm going to pull these so they're somewhat even. I am under the bridge, pulling snug but not tearing. Snug but not tearing. Make sure it's aligned as best we can. And snug but not tearing. And right over left, left over right. And then one more for good measure. There we go. And pulling down. And then looking. Okay, these little hairies, I can either leave them. I think they look kind of cool. Or you can tear them off. We experience a little cockeyedness there, but that's okay. I can work with that. All right, training the paper. Hand iron first, and then coming along with the bone folder. This will allow your book to lay nice and flat and comfy-like. Checking everybody is contained in the area in question. You have a little pull, like these guys down here. You can pull these off, or like I said, you can leave them because overstuffing is a design. And like little things peeking out is a design. So if you like that, you can leave them. I'm going to tear off some, leave some. And there we go. So we have the basic construction with the signatures in place. So if you did nothing more than this would be a great writing junk journal. It's got a lot of fun and pretty. Oh, look at this. This came off. Okay, so this is a great situation to learn from. Okay, this is a baked coffee dyed paper, which cracked and broke. Now, I could say, oh, no, you know, I have to take everything apart. But no, you don't have to do that. There are ways to attach it. You can, one of my favorite things to do in this case is some washi tape. So let's do that. Let me find a nice piece here. It can be different widths. You can use different widths. I'm going to use this one because it's a wide one. I think it will work nicely. But I am going to bring in some glue stick, which I am now locating. And it can't have gone far because there it is, right in front of me. I like the washi tape idea, but I don't like, it's a low tack tape by nature. It's like a masking tape. So I'm going to give it a little extra oomph-a-rooney. And why is everything a rooney today? I have no idea. Did I have Italian recently? I had pizza last night. Let's just be honest, Pam. Yes, I did. Okay, so, all right, but we're going to go for a walk today and make up for all the evils of our ways. And there we go. A nice little edge. I don't know which one. Okay, well, we'll just tear it. Okay, it's okay. I can always trim it if I need to, but I'm going to put a little extra glue ski on here. Maybe this half, and then come down and do this half with the thumb technique works quite seamlessly. All right, that was Scotch Create glue stick, the very rare species, rarely found anymore, the elusive Scotch Create permanent glue stick. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. And lay it where it should have been, and then tape it with some decorative tape. How fun is that? All right. If you get it in all snuggly wuggly, it's going to be good. It's a little long on both ends. I could have put, and I think a little shorter is better than having the little, oops, that's the paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, instead of tearing that little top piece off, I'm just going to fold it over because I cut it. And, I need to free its little corner. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, what we got there? Okay, you are stuck onto 2 pages, which will not work. I will peel you off. Okay. No, we do have to get rid of you. Okay. All right. Okay. Put you there right now. It's bottom one. See how we're going to address that. I think what I'm going to do is that same technique. I'm going to make a trim in the middle because it's a little long. Instead of cutting across, I'm just going to fold up. And that will reinforce the bottoms of these pages. And to be ultra secure, I think I'm going to run a piece down here, but I'm going to use a thinner one so you can see what that looks like. It can be any one, not super thin, but like, what's that? Probably 1/2 inch washi. I'm going to do that, but I am going to run it over I'm going to make it a little shorter so I don't have any of those issues. Okay, it is a little shorter. It will fit in there nicely using the thumb over the glue stick technique. No humming. Okay. Sunny, stop humming. Okay, put that there. Get it into the groove, like snuggle it into the spine, and you have a very secure page again, which is nicely decorated, and it functions just fine. Now, you're saying, but Pam, there's a second half of that page somewhere, so let's go in there and find out what happened to that guy. Okay. Is this you? Is this you? How many pages in? That would be the way to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into the first signature at the end. Oh, this could be it. Yep, I think this is it. All right, so we're going to just do the exact same thing. We're going to go shorter this time. Okay. And do it on half. And then do the other half because it's a little wider than my glue stick. Good coverage. Button down. Yep. Into the corner and onto the page, and you are nicely attached on this side. Let's see how you look on this side. Yeah, I'm going to reinforce you. I'm going to only reinforce you from here to here. I am going to use a little shorter. Same thing. All right. These are the little adjustments, machinations, little quirky things we do behind the scenes that just make your life a lot easier if you know about them. Okay. Tucking into this. I'm using fingernails to tuck. You could also use the bone folder if you have no fingernails, and just getting it into the spine. I don't have to do any wraparound because it was not too long, so all is well. I have a nice, functional, very strong page in place in my journal. So how fat is it? It's this fat. What's that? Oh, it's this fat now, which is not super fat. I mean, that's quite thin, I would think. So technically, could I handle more signatures in here? Yeah, I probably with the amount of, remember, every time you add a signature, it's going to make a wider spine, and then you're going to have shorter front and back covers, like shorter widths this way. And so these pages will advance out. That's what I'm trying to say. So between 2 and 4 can work in this style of a journal. And if they do come out too long, like if they stick out too wide this way, what you can do is grab them as a bunch, all the signatures, flip your cover back, and you can do a trim with a craft knife and trim them up and just make them look all even like, okay? I'll do it just a little bit so you can kind of get the gist. This one doesn't really, they're mostly in line, so it's okay, but there was a little bit there. We'll say there was. All right, there we go. And so that just kind of flushes them up a little bit, okay? And so there is a way to trim those down easily. So what else can I tell you? Let me find Snuffer Pants, see if he has anything to say about the entire situation, which I'm sure he does. And from those the other day, I still have tons of those pages left. So those will go in the bank or the vault. And hang on with that. Hold on. Let me go find him. Okay, I have located Mr. Snuffleupagus. Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine. I'm back. For those who don't know me, I am Cub Pup Reporter, reporting on happenings at the paper outpost. Okay, so this morning, Mom slept in, or so she thought. But apparently, it was daylight savings time, and Mom still slept in. But it wasn't as late as she thought, or it was as late as she thought, but she lost an hour because somebody stole it in the middle of the night. There was an hour thief. She went to bed innocently and woke up and the hour was gone. How does this matter in the grand scheme of things? Sunshine lost an hour of snuggle sleep. Yeah. Okay, so there are lots of hours of snuggle sleep for Sunshine throughout the day, but the nighttime snuggle sleep hours are very important. We're not thrilled this happened. We're going to roll with it. We're going to carry on like good crafters. Okay, so you got to craft a little faster today because you lost an hour. No, I don't think you should tell them to stress out and craft faster. They should relax into the experience. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, relax into the experience. Don't craft faster. Just have fun. Oh, that's a much better message. Okay, that's great. All right. Anything else? No, that's all I got. Don't forget about the special all through March, 50% off the downloadable Digikits. Take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Love y'all. Sunshine out. Okay. You did good. All right. Everybody take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Happy crafting.